Hello, and welcome to today's episode of the Best Gundam Models period, where today we'll be looking at the HGUC Hyaku Shiki Revive version from the anime Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam. Now, before we get on to this review, please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. I always read them. I don't get many, but I do always read them, and if you do not like this video, please share why, so that I can learn and improve. So, is the Revive version better than the original that came out in 1999? Well, stay tuned, and let's find out. Alright, now, let's get the first point out of the way right away. The kit does not come in this color. I painted it. It comes in a very cheap looking gold plastic. It's a very solid gold plastic, but it's kind of cheap looking and semi-translucent. So even if you're not normally a painter, you might want to paint this kit. I used a combination of Citadel, the Army Painter, and Tamiya paints on this kit. I painted this way back in 2019, I believe. So it's been a while. The list of paints that I used is in the description down below. I didn't use any primer on this kit. And you're going to want to use a small round file and sand the inside of the beam saber holders so that you don't get any paint rub. And I'll talk about a safe way to remove them from the holders when we do the accessories. For the symbols on the shoulders, the Hyaku symbol, I used the official Bandai Zeta Gundam water slide decals. They just look so much better than the stickers. So let's move on to articulation. The head is on a hinge at the base, ball joint at the top, so you can do the movement. The wings, they're at a ball joint where they connect to the backpack, and there's a hinge where they connect to the connector, and this flap will move up and down. The waist is on a single ball joint, so you get enough movement out of it. The shoulders are on a ball joint that's on that swing out poly cap that we see a lot we've seen a lot in recent kits. And by recent I mean like within the last 10 years. So wow, it's amazing how time flies by. But anyway, I digress. This little flappy flap moves up and down so that you can get a good swing out movement with the shoulder. There is a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, and a ball joint at the wrists. Now, these are not the hands that come with the kit. These are the HD Builders Parts MS hands for the Earth Federation Space Force. They do make hands for Xeon style hands, and I've used those on a couple kits. But anyway, back to the Hyaku Shiki. The front skirts are molded together but can be separated, and when you separate them you get a little ball joint. Side skirts can move up and down, they're on a hinge, and the back skirt does not move. You do have that swinging hip joint. The skirt armor does move out of the way so you can get a very nice kick with the leg. You do have a double jointed knee. There is a thigh swivel. For the ankles, you have a hinge at the top and a ball joint at the base. And there's no movement in the foot. Foot's just a solid block. And you do have a lot of really nice detail there. A little bit of dust. This kit has been on my shelf for a long time. And I really like this kit. It's a great kit. Now onto the accessories. You do get multiple hand options in this kit. You do get the 2 holding hands that are in the all Gundam project style. I don't like those hands. But you do also get 2 closed fists. And the hands are smaller than your typical hands that you get with kits. But they don't look too bad on this guy. Yeah, the smaller hands do fit with the more slender proportions of this kit. This kit is quite a bit more slender than the old Hyaku Shiki kit from 1999. And so you do get a sheet of foil stickers with your green head cameras and cameras for the beam rifle. The silver one can go behind the visor. You get a clear gray piece for the visor, and so the silver sticker will make it a lot more reflective. And then you get 3 options that can go on top of the visor, and that's just to match the 3 different eye options you get with the master grade version 2.0 Hyaku Shiki. In addition to the foil stickers, you do get a sheet of clear marking stickers with the Hyaku symbol. You get 4 of them, so if you screw up, you have extras. You do get 2 clear long yellow blades for your beam sabers, and a safe way to remove them after you've sanded them down, or sanded the holders down. Oh, you do have an ab crunch in there, a little bit of one. You just pull the torso off, pull out your beam saber, and there you go. Put that back in there and get the torso back on. In addition, you do get your standard beam rifle. This is the exact same beam rifle that you get with the HGUC DJ. And there's a little camera there that I painted with the Army Painter and Tamiya paints. And the beam rifle doesn't have any moving parts and can't be stored anywhere. But the clay bazooka that you get does have a movable handle. If I can get it out of there. It's a little stuck. Come on. Doesn't want to come out. Anyway, just take my word for it that the handle does move. And you can store this right here on the backpack. There we go. There's a little slot on the other side too, where it'll slot in. Now, since I used the HD Builder's Parts hands, I have the closed fists on there right now, but you also get 2 trigger finger hands with the HD Builder's Parts hands, and 2 widespread open hands, jazz hands. And then I also used the Build Hands Edge from the HG Build Divers line, so I can hold the beam sabers. And that just about wraps it up for this review. This is a really great high-grade kit, especially for the time. It came out in 2016. I've always loved the Hyaku Shiki. I always thought it had a really cool design. I loved the shiny gold on it. And this kit does look really good in spite of the cheap gold plastic, which I recommend you paint over. 10 out of 10 kit. Highly recommended. I now leave you with some music and a photo montage. This song is called A Man Alone.